Just making sure everything looks correct. And it does. Good morning, friends. It always just takes me a second to make sure all my cameras are working. Good morning. Oh, this is nice. I was not sure I was going to be able to do a live this week. Things kind of went a little bit crazy with an appointment with my mother. One appointment turned into 4. So I unexpectedly had today that I didn't have any appointments with her. And I went, you know what? I have no idea what we're going to work on today, but we will figure it out together. I was able to get all of my stuff done that needed to get done yesterday. I was able to go over to the bulk recycle center and get a whole bunch of stuff dropped off. I dropped off a panel. I was telling you a couple of weeks ago about a curtain. One curtain. I thought I was buying 2 panels. I bought 1 panel for the new studio, and I need 2. So we measured, it'll fit across the window, so I took it to my seamstress and said, split this sucker down the middle, make it look pretty, and she was like, oh, you goofed. Yeah, I goofed. She's very used to me doing this. I take the weirdest things into her. The other thing I took into her is I found some really pretty Japanese style frock apron type things. And I'm always looking for a way of protecting my clothing while I'm cooking, because if I can get it on me, if I can splatter, spill, whatever, I'm going to. And I don't like typical aprons. I don't like standard aprons. So when I saw these, I ordered 2. But when I got them in the day before yesterday, where it's supposed to be open in the back, they had stitched it shut. And I was like, that's not right. You got to put these on like a shirt. You're not supposed to be able to put these on like a shirt. So I took them over there to her. She's a little Vietnamese seamstress, and I was like, surely she's familiar with this, because A, she's been a seamstress forever, and B, I'm sure she's seen this style before. So yeah, she looked it up. She goes, oh yeah, it's one of these. And she was like, why is it connected? I don't know. Can you unconnect it? She's like, oh yeah, no problem. So, but I've taken tablecloths over to her. I've taken Jedi robes. I've taken everything to her. She doesn't bat an eyelash with me anymore. So anyway, got those dropped off. Got the recycling dropped off. I did a big inventory in my pantry. I had some spots. And it's September, and I realized September here in Texas is still warm for a while. But I was like, you know what? There's some sales going on. Let's see. I'm going to do a little housekeeping here while we talk. I bought a new set of dies, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about these in just a minute. But I was like, they have a whole bunch of sales going on. So let me just see what holes I have and see what I need to fill before we get into icy cold season, because we're getting conflicting reports. We're getting reports that it's going to be a really bad winter, and we're getting reports that it's going to be a mild winter. So I don't care. I don't drive in ice. I don't go outside when it's cold. I'm a Florida girl. I don't do cold. So these are Bold Basic. Oops, I can't spell. So I went to Costco, and believe it or not, they did not have any, not Scrapbook, any canned goods as far as green beans, corn, tomato products. They had nothing. I was a little irritated, which luckily I went to Costco first because I knew there was no cool items I needed to get. So I was able to just quickly do some math in my head, how much I needed, and took it to Kroger and just bought everything at Kroger. So I was the crazy lady at Kroger that looked like she was stocking it for winter, which truly I was, with all the canned goods and everything. So in my stores, and this is where making videos really comes in handy, because when I made my working pantry in May, I wasn't sure. I thought I had a 3-month supply. And yes, I know this is a scrapbooking channel, but bear with me because I do a little bit of everything on this channel. I thought I had a 3-month supply of food. Turns out I made that video 4 months ago, and I was just starting to get some holes in my stock. And I probably could have gone another 2 months without buying staples. Now I still have to go to the store and get bread, milk, egg, veg, or a specialty item, like if I need gnocchi or something like that. I still have to go to the store to get that, but main staples for my house, I could have probably gone another 2 months. So I'm comfortable that I have a 6-month supply of basic goods, to where if I can't get to the grocery store, if we're, you know, icy, or we don't feel good, or we just plain don't feel like wiggling, I'm good. I can create meals in my home and feed my family this winter. In fact, I'm probably good, because it's September, October, November, December, January, February. I'm probably good till February, March, as far as canned goods, staples, that kind of thing. I will still need to go to the store and get granola for my husband. For some reason, Costco is only letting us get 2 bags of granola at a time. I don't understand that. He can go through 3.5 bags of granola in a month. Oh, there it is. So I still have to go to Costco and get his granola, but he eats that or oatmeal every morning, so that's not a hoarding situation for us. That's just the man's breakfast. So anyway, I'm all stocked up on that. You guys know that I bought these Close to My Heart dies just before the last retreat. Love them. But Scrapbook.com had a sale on their smaller dies. I think I picked these up for like $29, and it's lowercase and uppercase. And they had a sale, let's use these for comparison because they're uppercase. For I think $29. So I snagged these just so I had a smaller set. Really? How are you attached? Did they seriously? Oh, jeez. Okay, I don't like that. So here's the size difference between the Close to My Heart and the Scrapbook.com. Let me get the glare out of the way. So that gives me a bigger option. That gives me a smaller option. They're about the same font, which I like the font. So that gives me 2 different font options for making my own thickers. So I went ahead and snagged those very quickly. I need to order more magnet sheets. These are the last 2 that I've got. But we'll do what we can do. So these are the Scrapbook.com Bold Basic 52 pieces. I think I paid $30 with shipping. So we're going to converse while I get these put on their magnet sheets. See if I can get these off without bending them. And I'm going to store them the same way I am storing the Close to My Heart ones. I'm going to put them in a little pouch and just leave them right on my desk. Because I tend to reach for my alphabets with every layout that I do. So it does not make sense to put these in my thin cut binders. So I'm just going to put these in their own little pouch. I've marked them so I know which ones they are. And they will just live on my desk. And I do need to buy some more magnetic sheets. These are my only 2 magnetic sheets left. I'm going to flip this one over. Doo-doo. Ooh, the backside's not quite as strong. And when I get another magnet sheet, I'll put them on individual sheets. But until then, this will work. Ooh, I did that one. It'll straighten back out in the die cut machine. It'll straighten out. Okay, so there's the uppercase. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. But these are why I'm putting them in their own little envelope. Those will go there. I am going to have to get another sheet, so. But they're easy to find on Amazon. I'll just add them to my next order. Well, let's start backwards, shall we? Eight. There we go. So anyway, the next couple of weeks, I'm not sure what my live stream schedule is going to be. Of course, I never have a schedule, but I'm trying to at least stream bare minimum once a week. But I do have quite a few appointments for myself, my daughter, my mom to take care of. And I am really, normally my mom can get herself to her own appointments, but I am super picky about the cardiologist that she sees. And this particular cardiologist, she cannot drive herself because it is in the next town over, and she will never make it over there by herself. So I drive her to this one. This is the one that actually blew up as far as appointments were concerned. So I've been going over there way more than I was expecting. But that's okay. And then my daughter has one appointment that she's asked me to go with her. And then I have one appointment for myself, which is no big deal. It's just to get a new physical therapy order. So, but I need to go see my neck surgeon for that, to get a new physical therapy order. So that should be quick. That's next week. And then I'll start physical therapy again, and that should get my mobility back a little bit. I've been having a little bit of issues with my neck again, but we know how to fix it. We're going the conservative route, trying not to have surgery, because I really don't want surgery if I can help it. And right now it is manageable, so if it's manageable, let's just go that route. I have an awesome physical therapist. They're not far from the house, so that works out quite well. Alrighty, got all those put away. And have them in my little pouch. And then this little unit, I just found it Tuesday morning when I realized they were still open. And this is just odds and ends that are going to live on my desk of things that I would like to get used up. So spares from kits, ephemera from kits. I have a actually that didn't go there. I have a random stamp that I love to use on everything. It's newsprint. I'm going to be keeping my alphabet dies in here. And then this is some random older product from close to my heart that I found that I want to go ahead and get used up. And then some sparkles and some enamel dots and things like that that are just, it's time. Let's just get them used. That stamp there. So I'm going to leave this on my desk where it's in the way, because if it's in the way, I'm going to use it, get it done. And as I find product that I need to use, I will just add it to this. So this is literally in my way, and I want it that way so that I reach for it. But the things that are going to live in here permanently is like this stamp here. That is a newsprint stamp. I love newsprint stamps. And my alphabet dies. Those are going to be in there permanently. Okay, so let's get a drink of coffee. This is technically cup 2 and 3 because it's a large cup. So I'm going to apologize in advance if I need to take tiny little breaks, but coffee. Okay, let's see what we need to dig into. I'm going to move this over here just in case I need to be able to see what's going on. It's on silent, but sometimes silent doesn't work. We know this. Alright, so I have my paper cart over here on the floor that has all my paper in it. And I believe that we are still on 2016. So, and I'm going to apologize for the lighting. We have storms rolling through. We're in North Texas, so we don't get a lot of hurricane weather, but sometimes we get the tail end of the rain bands, which is lovely, but today's one of those days where it's just going to rain all day. So, I'm sorry for the cloudiness and the shadows that we're going to have today. Yeah, it started raining yesterday right as I was loading all of those groceries in the back of my car, and Kroger just happened to have paper sacks, paper bags, and I was like, oh, yes, please, because I like to line my recycle bins with the paper bags, because you're going to recycle those anyway, so I might as well just use the paper bags to corral everything, and then I just pick up the paper bag, take it to recycling, drop it in. So when I noticed they had paper bags, I was like, I would like everything in paper bags. If you can bring me the bags, I can be bagging while you're checking out. Because for some reason my Kroger, I don't know where the baggers went. They're gone. I have no idea where they are. So the poor checker is trying to check your groceries and bag your stuff, and if I bag it, I bag it the way I want it done anyway. So I bagged my groceries. So he thought I was a little weird because he kept asking me, are you sure you want these, you know, everything in paper? And I was like, yeah, I want everything in paper. So, okay, I need to think for a second because I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. National Aquarium. Did I make enough for ticket stubs? Because I have 2 sets of ticket stubs. So let's do this for a second. Okay. So National, oh, the rubber band broke. That explains everything. Some of my rubber bands are getting a little crusty. I gotta buy some new ones. Okay, so National Aquarium. National Aquarium. This is, I don't think I have one of these. Surely I took a picture so I remember this guy's name. Because right now he is a president that is, his name is escaping me, but I can look at it. Roosevelt. It is a Roosevelt. But I don't have the name. Oh, here it is. That's Eleanor Roosevelt. Okay. But I don't think it has one of these things with it. So I don't need that. Here is the Ford. I want to work on these, but what I'm looking to see is if I have one of these made for the ticket stubs. So this is the National Mall. So National Mall, gardens, various museums. I think I do. I think I have enough. Yeah, I do. Because there's this. So I'm going to go ahead and put one here and put one here. Okay, I think I'm good. Because I already did that one. Okay. I'm going to put the extras over there. Okay. Doesn't appear that I have a lot to do. I know I still have some photos that I'm looking for 2016. I'm not for certain where they went. My husband is also looking for them. Okay, so we're going to just take 2016 and cut a few of these off. I'm not sure how many layouts I'm going to get from that stack of photos. So we'll just cut a few. Alright, let me put this guy away, and these are going to be the photos that we used. I have no pattern picked out, I have no paper picked out, nothing. So this was literally a, oh my goodness, I have time, let's stream, let's play. Okie dokie, so let's take a peek. And I know I keep putting everything away, that's just how I work. It drives people crazy. So forward, all these are forward. I really only need one, but I have extras in case I screw one up. And that there. Alright, so let's see. This is the Ford Museum. If you don't know what that is the museum that Lincoln was shot in, or the theater. This is the Ford Theater. It's now a museum. It is the theater that Ford was shot at. Lincoln was shot in. Assassinated. And I think, is this the one that... No, this is not the one. This is not the group of pictures. That... Single shot. So these are probably going to be one layout. And then, oh, it is those. Okay. I don't know what that is. We'll look at that. Okay. So these photos are inside the theater. And this is the house that was across the street that they carried him to, that he actually died in. So that's another. Okay, this is the Ford Theater. So that can go with that. This can go with that. This can go with that, and that can go with that. Okay. So this is the actual information about the assassination. I'm not sure what this is. This is the house they carried him to, and then this is the actual theater. Okay. So I can get 2 or 3 layouts done. This photograph, and I'm going to see if I can get it. That's not a person. There's nobody walking by. This was completely empty. That's my niece coming back. I know that's my niece or my nephew, one of the two coming back up, which is why I was taking the picture. That is not somebody sitting there. That is not somebody walking by. So I've got that, and then I have a little bit of something right here. That is not my finger. That is not somebody moving around. That is not, you know, a kid that got caught in my camera. So these are just kind of spooky little photos that you're kind of like, what is this? So, and if you notice, there's a gentleman taking a picture of the balcony because he was supposed to be up here. I did not try and walk down here because this is obviously a very old building. And it's very uneven, and I didn't want to fall down, so I was kind of sitting just as you come in the theater. There was a set of chairs right there. I parked myself there, and the rest of the family walked around and stuff. This was the trip that I joined my sister-in-law on. So I'm actually in the back of the theater taking pictures of everything going on. Now, everybody's sitting down. There was a gentleman that runs the museum that they just got up on stage and did a presentation. There was no play. There was nothing going on. It was just a presentation. So when we developed these pictures, I was kind of like, okay. So anyway, so I'm going to scrap these. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then let's see if these are all, yeah, they are. So these tickets would get you into both the theater and the house that was across the street. So I think that is, I think I only need one, but we'll go ahead and set these aside. and I may stick that with that. I do not have any journaling yet, but like for this one, that picture is going to be the journaling. And there may be some journaling here, but I don't have actual, like, this is what we did journaling. So we'll see. And I got to figure out what this is. This is obviously something, and I can't read it. A guest book, maybe? I don't know. So we'll figure it out. Okay, so these are one. And we're going to put these that a cat won't get them. These are here. And this is 2. This is the one that I'm not sure about. And this is this. And there are 3 verticals and 2 4x6. I may end up doing... Oh, we'll see. Okay. Let's look at our sketches before we do, before we do paper, before we pick out paper. So I'm going to visit the ones that I printed out. Oh, I forgot my iPad. I may have to go get my iPad. I do have to go get my iPad. Pardon me for one moment, because that has the titles on it. So I will be right back. I'm just going to run straight down the hallway. This up before a cat sits on it. Okay, one iPad. So let's see about... These are the... sketches from Scrapbook Generation. Ooh, let's see. Do I have any of these that I can use? I printed 2 of each because I like them. Okay, nope, okay. So these are the Scrapbook Generation sketches. Let's just see if there's any that strike my fancy really quickly. These are the 2 books that I accidentally printed when I was trying to get one book, one layout. And evidently I was having trouble that day with technology. So we'll just do a quick flip through. Ooh. Four by six, 4x6, 4x6. And then 4x6. And I can do a 4x4. On that one, and then a title. I like that plan. I think I've done this one quite a bit though. Yeah, I've done this one. Nope, those are my wrong layouts. Wrong layouts. Where are they at? Did I already put them in books? Okay, here's some. I bet you already put them in books. Okay. This is the only one that says 2016. Okay. Well, I'm going to do this one. I may have done it before, but if I have, it's been in a different year of album. I like it. It fits the set of photos that I have. I can add the memorabilia. And I can add a title. So I'm going to do this one. Even this says 2014. Okay. So we are going to stick that there. This one I'm going to mark as a 4x4. So that's what I need to cut it down to. This is going to stay 4x6. And then these are going to stay 4x6. Okay. Now, the next thing I would like to do is quickly find my title. Oopsie. Had a book. I was reading a book. Might not be appropriate. So, let's find our title. They have travel. Start back at the beginning. Adventure. Encouragement, emotions. There we go. Okay. I don't need holidays. I guess it's not a humorous subject matter. Okay, so time is 180 and travel is 182 and 183. Okay. And yes, this is a needed step. I have a horrible time with titles, so I would rather take a moment, make sure I have my title fleshed out before I start the layout, before I cut paper, before I do anything. Here we go. Emotions. Let's check emotions real quick. These don't really fit. Encouragement. Family. Fishing and hunting. I don't know if I'll be doing a lot of that. Hi, Boo. What are you doing? You know you're working on my photos. You know that, don't you? Don't sit on it. Don't sit on it. No, don't sit on it. Right, go get in your box. Go get in your box. Good boy. That's good boy. You see him? So, maybe maybe you can see. Okay, back to titles. Heritage. Let's check Heritage. So hold on. A life woven through time, a stitch in time. Back in time. That might work. Okay, so we've got back in time. And we've got 3 layouts to do. Bits of yesterday. Not circle of life, that would be bad. Those before us. Oh, he's trying to get in a box. The beginning of our history. I don't think it's a beginning. Honoring the past. That would work. There we go. Those 3 will work. All right. So now we have 3 titles. I don't know that I'm going to get to all 3 sketches or all 3 layouts, but we have 3 titles. And I wrote them out because my spelling sucks. All right. Let's find some paper. I'm going to do vintage paper. Yesterday and today. What do I need? Ooh, I need quite a bit. Okay. So I actually need to make a copy of this so I can write all over it. Okay. Pardon me. I gotta stick my head under my desk. I do better if I can make notes. So that one. That one. It's technically 4 sheets right there, so let's look. So this is 1, 2, 3, 21. One, 2, 3, 4 sets. Okay, so 4 sets. Okay. And these are background strips of 2 by 8 times 4. And then photo mats, journaling strips. I gotta work on that. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, and then 1, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Vanilla, mink, toffee, black, espresso. So we need to figure out the background and the stripedy stripe. Okay, so these will do it. So 1, 2, 3. I may actually do 4 because I like all 4 of those. Okay, so that I'm going to cut into strips, and then I like these. Take that out because that's striking me. This particular paper pack was part of a workshop kit, and I'm not using it the way it was intended. I'm just tearing it apart. So, and instead of stars that the original layout has, I'm going to use flowers. I know where to get more flowers if I need them. What can I use as my strips? Because I need 4 strips. I'll get 2 there. Do I have? I think I ordered. I do. They have them right here. There's my strips. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use those as my strips. Now I just got to find my background. Okay, so my background colors are French vanilla, mink, toffee, espresso, and black. And gray. So what is my gray? Mink. Mink is my gray. Alright, I think I'm going to do mink as my background. And my mats. Okay. I haven't figured out what I'm doing the titles with yet. I'll go ahead and slide these back in case the boys come barreling through. Ooh, that's neat. I am sorry if my constant neatness drives people crazy, but I can't scrapbook any other way. So, it will have to be what it is. Okay, so yesterday and today is the paper packet that I'm using. Okay, so let's get some mink, and then I like that. Do I have a burlap? That looks nice. Timber. Let's see. Okay. remember if this has a burlap in it. Nope, not in that one. This one might. This one might. Just need a little bit to make a title. Okay, I think I can make my title out of this. And that will go well with these. So I think I can do that. So we're going to do that. And this is out of the Hawthorne collection. Okay, so that works there. And now we need our backgrounds, which is mink. Sorry for the potential butt shot. Sometimes it cannot be helped. Okay, so we're gonna slide you in here to keep you from getting misplaced. And you're for my mats, and you are okay. So I am ready to start cutting, but I'm going to take a quick break before I start cutting and just run down the hallway really quickly. I apologize. Having to take frequent breaks is a side effect of a medication that I am on. There's no getting around it, but coffee doesn't help. So I apologize. Alright, so let's scoot the photographs out of our way. And the ticket thingy out of our way and put those flowers there. Flowers are there. Okay, so while I am doing all the cutting and all the assembly, we'll do some updating. 2 by 8, okay. And I need 1, 2, 3, I need... I really want that one. I really want that one. Okay, we'll do this one, this one, this one, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, so I need 4 of each, so 2 by 8. We'll do some updating. So you guys know that I went to IKEA for the furniture for the new scrap room. And my daughter came over last week on her day off and wanted to build, so she built all of the IKEA furniture. And if you notice, that shoulder, that unit right there with the black bins in it, that is one of the new units. I just stood it up on its end. She took my old unit to her house, the Target unit, back to her house. She needed some spare storage. So I said, not a problem, my child. I will let you do that. And she built all of my units, all in one day. The only thing we need to do, 1, 2, 3, 4. I may need to get the second piece of paper out for that one. I don't think I'm going to have enough. But I can get it this way. I might have enough this way. 2. This one? I can't. Okay, we can do it that way. So she got everything built. So there's that one. And for this I need 4 and then 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then my husband was able to get the table started. Okay, so for this one we need 1, 2, 3, and 4. That worked out perfectly. Hot dog. 4. And then these two can go in. So he was able to get the tabletops built. We have to put the legs on. And then he's going to paint. So what he's going to do first is cut down the legs. And then drill the holes for the carriage bolts. Put the legs on, drill the hole for the carriage bolts, and then paint, and then attach everything. Chocolate. And then we can actually start assembling everything and getting everything moved into the room, which is super excited. And having Kayla come in and just build to her little heart was content was an unexpected blessing. Alright, where's chocolate? Bamboo. Chocolate, I know I had chocolate in there somewhere. But she just sat here all day long and just built her little heart was content. So I'm going to edge everything in a close to my heart chocolate color. This is long retired But they have several that will work. If you happen to have close to my heart colors, any of them will work, but these are just my favorite distressing colors. I'm going to distress all the edges because I can. So, part of the enjoyment for me of scrapbooking is the process. It's not just slap it down, get it done. Inking the edges, stitching stitching the fun stuff. The entire process to me is part of the enjoyment, part of the relaxation. So I don't mind taking the time to do the little things. I don't mind taking the time to make my own thickers. I don't mind taking the time to stitch a border, ink all the edges, you know. Yes, it's preserving memories. Yes, it's, you know, trying to stay current, which I am not current. I will never be current. But part of the relaxation for me is just this stuff. I think if I had to blow through scrapbooking, I wouldn't enjoy it as much. I do a little bit of pocket scrapbooking, but not... I don't do it. If I could pocket scrapbook like Inky Quill, like Adele, I would pocket scrapbook till the cows came home. But I tried it, and I just do not have that woman's talent. I tend to lean more towards the artsy-fartsy. Now, she does gorgeous mixed media. I can't even do that really well. I try. Sometimes it works out gorgeously. Sometimes it doesn't. I am looking to see if anybody's hopped on. So far, there's nobody else, but just me and you. But maybe they can catch it in the replay. That's fine with me. But anyway, she does gorgeous mixed media. Sometimes mine works, sometimes it doesn't. But again, that's part of the process. That's part of the enjoyment. So as I was saying earlier, I put the curtains in to be turned into 2 curtains instead of 1 for the scrap room. My husband got the ceiling painted. We have to, as far as painting, the only thing we have to do is paint the windowsill. And then that is completely finished, but it's raining. So can't do that. And can't lay out the table to get it painted right now because we have to lay it out in the driveway. The table itself, my husband said, is... Let me look. I can't remember off the top of my head. 9.5 by 10.5 is what the table dimensions are going to be. So 9.5 in one foot in one direction, 10.5 in the other direction, and it is a corner desk like what I have right now. So it's going to give me plenty of room for myself, and then also guests. And he is adding a couple of keyboard trays to the seating areas. Now my keyboard tray, I don't need it for a keyboard, but I like to keep like my trimmer under there, my use it up journal. If I do any mixed media, I like to keep under there. Just things that are easy access. And then for him, he might want to add a keyboard, or if he's working, because he likes to work beside me, he can slip his laptop under there. Possibly. Just depends on what he wants to do. So we're adding 2 keyboard trays. And then the one thing I do like about, because you know we had to change the legs of the table to 4x4s because we couldn't get enough of the decorative legs. And I'm really happy we're using 4x4s because one thing that I love about this table, it is super sturdy. Right now this table has 4x4 legs and I absolutely adore it. My husband does not, but it's not his table, it's my table. So, but one thing I love is I can attach a power strip to the leg of the table. So I can have power strips in 2 different areas of my table, which makes power easier to assess for heat guns, cricket stations, glue guns, whatever else I need, so I don't have to keep climbing under my desk, which nobody needs to see me climb under a desk. So I love that. So we'll have one power strip, that's the word I'm looking for, attached to a leg on each run of the table. And that way if I have a friend come over and they need to plug in their phone or plug in whatever they bring that they need, they can do that too. So the only thing that we haven't figured out, and it's going to have to truly take moving into the room, is my main work area is going to be facing the window. So where I film is going to be facing the window, and above the window the ceiling angles a little bit. So we're trying to figure out where to put the filming equipment, where to put the lights, where to put the cameras, how to work all that. Because right now, the way I have it, it's for filming is absolutely perfect. Nothing else is perfect, but filming is perfect. But that's the one thing we haven't been able to figure out yet in the room, is how are we going to be able to handle the equipment and the lights for live streaming and for filming. Pardon me. But we'll figure it out. My husband is a mathematician. He's a brilliant engineer. And we'll get it figured out. I think I know where we can put the boom, which is right above me. Almost certain. Oopsie. I just put ink on my light. Yeah. So that does move things around. I'm almost certain I know where to put. I always check in the direction that it moves. I'm almost certain I know where I can put the boom, that it will work. I'm mainly concerned about the lights. And I think he's figured that part out. So we may end up with track lighting with daylight bulbs in it. Don't know. We'll figure it out. All I know is the neighbors, if we go that direction, the neighbors are not going to like me. Because the front facing windows. And I like to scrapbook at night. So luckily the curtains that I just bought are blackout curtains. So at night I can hopefully close the curtains and not disturb anybody. That is the one thing with this room. I am facing a roof line, but I also, the way my room is angled, the light can shine into my neighbor's bathroom. And the way their bed, there's only one way that room can be situated. The way their bed is, it is just angled perfectly to where the light bounces off the mirror and hits the bed in the bathroom and hits the bed into the bedroom. I knew the original owners very well, and she was like, oh, by the way, do you mind shutting your blinds? Oopsie. And she told me why, and she showed me why, and I was like, I am so sorry. So I know that particular is a problem in that house, and I have to just be mindful of either not coming in here at 3 o'clock in the morning, or if I do, shut the blinds so that they can sleep, because they're daytime workers. I was a nighttime worker. So it was not unusual for me to be in here from midnight to 7 a.m. playing till my heart was content. I'd have the windows open, I'd have books playing. I was so inconsiderate, and I felt so bad when she finally told me. But I didn't think she could hear me. So, but I did fix the situation. I wasn't a bad neighbor forever. So. Okay, so how far? 2 inches? Strips are 2 inches from the bottom of the page. Okay. Now my stripedy strips are bigger than 1/4 of an inch, so probably should have made my strips 9 inches. We'll work it. We'll make it work. It will be okay. Of course, I can always put them down and set my photos on top of them. I don't know. We'll work it out. Hey, Biscuit. What you doing, baby? Don't step in the ink. What you doing? Don't drink my coffee. You gonna go sit in the box? Is it your turn for the box? It's just paper. Go on. Go on. Good boy. Yeah, Dumpling's been in the box. You don't want to lay in the box because Dumpling's been in the box? Okay, you can lay there. Good boy. He actually hasn't been in here a lot since Dumpling came home. Don't eat it. So if he's wanting to come in and lay down, I'll let him. I think Dumpling is in with Mike. He tends to go in there during the day and get under his filming lights because it's really warm in that office. So he tends to go in there, get under the lights and shove himself up under Mike's computer and get toasty warm and sleep all afternoon. So and this one likes to sleep on the wall, hanging off the edge, which drives me completely batty, because it is a good 20 feet to the bottom if he fell, and he's fallen twice. So I do not look forward to the day that Dumpling decides he can do that, because it scares the bejesus out of me when Biscuit does it. Don't eat. Nope. Nope, Biscuit must be, or Dumpling must be in with Mike, because he's not in the... I have a little wicker basket under my table that I keep a couple of microfiber cloths in. Pardon the kitty. And then when I get a good, good amount in there, I'll take them downstairs and wash them and bring them all back up. But sometimes he likes to sleep in there. I tell you, we had a little bit of a time when Radar died. He died in 2016. He was my little pug puppy that was constantly in the room with me. Callie never came in very often. She would come in and sniff new paper, but other than that, other than just looking to see where I was, this was not her favorite place to be. So really from 2016 up until 2020, I didn't have a scrapping buddy. So I've had to totally get used to having critters in my room again and being mindful of where I set my supplies, keeping my needles tips down, or not needles, my scissors tips down, my needles hidden. Kind of thinking about, okay, if this was a toddler, how would I keep my room to keep the cats safe? Because these two are, they bite first, ask questions later. What, baby? What? He's trying to figure out where his family is. That's his roll call voice. Where is everybody at? So I think he's trying to figure out where he wants to be in so that he can keep track of the family and so that he can take a nap. Okay, so put this up, close this, and then get some baby wipes and wipe everything down real fast because I have a mess right here. I was buying these dainty little, oh, that's what I meant to get. Okay, I was at Costco yesterday and I was going to get a good size package of baby wipes and I forgot. But it's not my last trip to Costco. I go with my mother-in-law about once a month. Okay, got all the ink up. And let it dry for a second, and then we can start the next phase. But I was going to buy some baby wipes, just totally forgot about it. But I was buying the little travel sizes of baby wipes, thinking, oh, I don't use them very often. And then I got to thinking, no, I use the Lysol wipes, I use the Clorox wipes. I don't need to use those products in here. I'm just wiping up ink or wiping up, you know, stuff off my fingers and stuff. Baby wipes would work better. So I switched over to baby wipes. So nope, not dry yet. Dry. Okay, now you're dry. Okay. So 2 inches from the bottom would be wrong side of my ruler. I love this ruler. Holy cow, I love this ruler. I do not know why it took me so long to get one. But I now have one in my go bag too. So get a tiny line. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I said, I do not know why it took me so long to get this ruler. But I love it. Okay. This. Yeah, like that. Okay. The first one is always the hardest one to place. And then from there, it just flies. Just turn it sideways, line it up. Oopsie, that wasn't the trash can. I'm going to change it up just a wee bit. Instead of doing the stripes on here, I'm going to put the stripes over here, because my stripes are a little bit wider than my scallops. Let's just say scallops, because I'm using scallops. Mine are a little bit wider than their stripes. So I will put mine on top of, instead of okay. There we go. So these are stickers. So they don't technically need any extra adhesion, but I thought, you know what, let's just give it a tiny bit extra. It's not going to hurt anything. And the only way I ended up with 4 is I bought 2 packets. And you guys will pardon me for one moment. I need to go do something very quickly that I can't wait, and I don't want to stop the stream. I need to go put something on my porch for a neighbor to pick up that she forgot. So I will be right back. Sorry, but I don't want to have to stop the stream. Okay, sorry. That is the lady that helps me clean my house. And she forgot part of her cleaning supplies over here last time. And she's on the way to her next house. Hi, baby. And realized half her stuff was at mine. So, you just gonna hang out there for a second? You hang out there for a second. I'm gonna have a cereal bar really quickly. So, while dumping these out, I'm gonna have a quick cereal bar and then we'll keep going. But yeah, she realized that half of her stuff was still here. And could I just leave it on my porch and she'd run by and pick it up. So the only reason why I have 2 sets of the scallops, I ordered 2 sets of the paper. So I, of course, got 2, goodness, I'm getting everybody, 2 sticker sheets. Hey, no, mine. No, mine. Mine. Don't bite. You're gonna lay on that paper. Everybody just lay on everything. Mine, mine. They're not allowed on the table downstairs. So, when I'm up here and I'm eating, they're intrigued. Because they're not allowed anywhere near food downstairs. Not allowed in the kitchen, not allowed on the dining room table. If we're eating on the couch, they can't be on the couch. So when I'm up here, they're like, hey, what do you got, Mom? There it is. Hold on. No, you cannot have it. A rubber band went flying earlier and I couldn't find it. Biscuit found it. No, do not. Dumpling's new game is land in the trash can. So I have a large galvanized trash can that I just put a large kitchen bag in so he can fit in it. His favorite game is, oop, I fell right in the trash can. So, let me eat this real quickly, because while I was down there, I realized, I'm getting nibbly. I like that bird. How can I incorporate that bird? I like that a lot. I'm gonna figure that out. I like that a lot. So we have some tone-on-tone action going. I don't always buy 2 packs of paper, but every now and then there's a collection that Close to My Heart comes out of, or comes out with, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm buying multiples of that one. And this was one of those. It's called Yesterday and Today, and it was, oh, it says 2020, so it was a packet from this year. Okay, so now I need to do the photo mats and cut one of the photos down. So the photo mats, I need 3 at, oh, I need 1. Okay, I need 1 at, I'm going to do 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and then 1 at 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. I need 1 mat, not 4. Okay. So 4 1/4. Nope, that's not going to work. Let's do 6 1/4. And then 4 1/4. So there's the one, and then we need to do 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 for the other one. These go in my scrap sew. And then this one is the 4 by 4. I love these templates by Simple Stories. Excuse me. Because you can see where you are lining up your photo. And you can see what you're going to keep versus what you're going to cut away. Oh, it's not good night right there. Okay, so you. And you. Okay. Separate these because I can't see what I'm doing. I don't want to cover that up, so I can do it this way. I can do a cluster. Right there. And then the title, which title am I using? Honoring the past might fit there. Okay, well, it's not going to get itself done, so let's just start plunking. But before I'm going to go ahead and plunk this side down, but I need to wait on this side till I have the, I wonder. Oh, that'll work. Hold on. And then that there. I want to keep this covered because, you know what though, it doesn't have to have the strip on it. I'm trying to keep it covered because this is not acid free and I don't want it actually touching the page. But it does not have to have the flip flap portion. And then I can always do this. Although I can also make it smaller, taking this portion off of it, because we don't need the barcode. I'm having a thought. Okay, that'll work. Okay. So let's go ahead and get these tacked down. It does not say how far down it is, so we'll just guesstimate it. Okay, and then I need a little bit of this on here. Oh, let's wait a second before we do that. About like that. Okay. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this, because I got too close to the edge when I was trimming. I'm going to do like this, so it will help hold it closed, but yet I have a little bit of adhesive hanging out to help hold the flower on. Okay. So let's grab the die cut machine and our letters and work on this. So I'm going to do this like this. Plop a magnet on it. And I think I'm going to use the new letters. And my wee little sidekick. This little guy is becoming my favorite. Okay. I think I'm going to do honoring the past. This needs to be about 2 inches, I think. These are they a little over 1? A little over 1. Okay, we can do that. So let's trim that down. That's 1. Scooch it out just a hair. Let's start this way. No. Alright, if my trim, it's such an odd piece that my trimmer's like, no. So we will do it this way. Okay. Oh, I can get more on here. I can do this. These are smaller letters. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's gonna match. I did not think about that. Okay, I may have to distress some edges. And it appears I'm using, uh-oh. Okay, I just started using the uppercase, so put theirs back. I put it in. I might be able to get a G. You can. I can get a G right there. Okay. Really? Why are you arguing with me? What the heck? I've never had it stick to the plate before. No blood. We're safe. No blood. Don't mind me, my pokey stick's just attacking me. Okay, so I'm gonna have to ink the edges because this paper is matching. Ooh, I know what I could do. Not ink the edges, I can ink the top. That'll work. I think I have tea stain. That'll work. CTMH. Yeah, I'm liking these little letters. This will work nicely. I'm almost getting all but 2 letters out of this one piece of paper. So I just need to cut another sheet. Why are you not accepting my homage here? Is it too close to the edge? Is that it? Yep, that's it. They were too close to the edge. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, I really like this little sidekick, especially for letters, because I can just bring it to my table and work. I still have my Big Shot, the electric one. I still have my Cuttlebug, and they all serve their own purposes. But I'm really, really liking this sidekick. He's making noises. Okay, so this, I just need to get a little piece of paper. S and T. Now if I wanted to, I could, ooh, that might work. I wonder if I should, take some black and do 4 more passes of the lettering and then stack these to where the black shows underneath. it really didn't take that long to do this. What would take the long time is stacking the letters. That might look really nice though. And it might, because there's black in the layout. There's black in the papers. And there's black in the photos. I think I'm going to. It's going to take a little bit of time. But if you're willing to hang out, I'm willing to do it. So let me put this back into the one over there and grab some black. Because I'm thinking if I do it 3 times, and then that would be a 4th stack. I think that'll make it enough. So let's get a few things out of my way since I'm going to be doing this for a while. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down really quickly. Make it easier to work with. So 6, actually. Actually, no, this is just 3. Do it right there. We'll do 6. No, we'll do 5. 5 and 5. Okay. See how far that gets us. This little bit. I could. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna hunker down and get a few things out of our way. We're going to hunker down and we are going to just cut some letters and do what we can do. It's going to take a bit, but you know what? All we have is time. So So oopsie. I say you've never been finicky, why start now? H. I'm just going to sit here and make a bunch of piles. Excuse me. And then I will glue them together. And I have several different glue options that I can choose from that will make this easier. Like I said, the hardest part is going to be getting them cut out and then the gluing part, but I say let's do it. Hi baby, what are you doing?
I'm going to take a real quick break and
Okay.
get something to eat.
Okay. So,
I've got an improving meeting during lunch and then back to the workshop after that.
okay. Not a problem. I had a cereal bar. And I'm in the middle of a very long stream because I decided to cut out 3 more of the titles in black. And then I'm going to glue everything stacked on top of each other and then put that on top and distress the tops a little bit because they kind of match.
Yeah.
So, it's going to take a while, but I have time.
Indeed.
And so, it'll work. So,
Very good.
if everybody just hangs in with me. So,
All right.
alright, I love you.
Love you too.
Have fun with lunch.
Thank you. It's good entertainment.
He was actually making some weird little noises a while ago. I was getting a little worried about him. That there was Michael, my biggest champion in the world, right there. You will not find a better man on the planet. I could probably do this faster if I went and got the big shot, but why are you arguing with me? arguing. So I have another O right there. I think you can, yeah, you can see what I'm doing. Okay, H-O-N-O-R-I. I have another N down here. So I'm gonna have to, whenever I get everything else, I'm gonna have to go back and make some more O's and N's. H. I. N. So I have one O, one N. R. G. Okay. There's okay, so I need another N. Oh, okay, so I need more N's. I got 2 of those and 2 of those. Okay. So I need to be sneaking some more N's in. H. H. O. N. R. I. G. So that'll be it for the I and the G. And the H. Okay, so this is it on the G's. This is the last G. So G is done. I is done. O is not done, so we'll leave that there. R is done, so we can pull that one down. O is not done. H is done. Pull that one down. So we just got these 2. N will be done. Nope, N will not be done. N's got some more to go. Okay. So N and O. And then we have P, A, and S and T. Okay, so that one's done. This O is done for that stack. This N is done for that stack. So I get to make more N's for the other one. A, T, S, and T. Okay. I may need some more black. Okay, so I have 2 more N's and O's to make. And two more PSTs to make. Here, I was just singing your praises. You better start behaving. Okay. And O, P, A, S, T. Yep, I'm going to need some more black because I got to be able to do, I still have to do the. So I got to cut some more black. It basically takes, oh, maybe not. 1, 2, yeah, I gotta get one more, okay. Oh, maybe not. I might be able to get it. Because this is the last on the past. It's the last on the ends. So I can always use these two also. I might have just enough. Oh. N-H-O-N-O-R-I-N-G. P. A. S. And T. Okay, so P-A-S-T. Nope, I bet you I have enough. H. E. And I'm going to save these two just in case I misspelled a word. Because you never know. I'm gonna have to get more magnets. But until then, that'll work. Until then. Alrighty, so now I need to scoot this over. So I don't want the layout near the gluing. I need to darken those really quickly. And while they're drying, I'll be gluing the other stuff together. These are how I store my blending. So this is what are you? Tea dye. Tattered Rose. Did I not make one for you? I guess I did not. Okay. Well. Actually, frayed burlap. Let's see if that one. I was thinking. Nope, it's gonna have to be frayed burlap. That's what it needs to be. I have all of my inks in the Close to My Heart large organizer because we are going to be painting my no, not that one either. Just needs walnut stain maybe. My racks. Okay, so this is walnut stain over here. And vintage photo over here. Walnut stain. It needs to be walnut stain. Okay. Okay. Oh, and I even, okay. That was my titles. Oh well, you know what? It is what it is. So I'm not going to be doing a complete cover. I'm going to just do a dab job and darken these up a little bit. But I don't want them moving around while I'm doing it. So I'm just barely tacking them down. So that they don't wiggle while I'm pouncing on them. Because there's nothing worse than wiggling letters. And this is just my messy mat. Oh, you know what else I can do? Once I get them... Oh, that'll work. Let me get this out before I forget. Yeah. There we go. That'll work. Okay. I don't have any re-inkers for these because when they go out, I'm actually going to just repurchase with the minis because I want the minis more than I want. And I didn't realize I wanted just the minis when I bought these. So when these run out of ink, I will just get them in minis, and if they happen to be retired, then oh well. Okay. Okay, that's a bit much. That was a bit more than I was expecting. swap up some of the excess. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go put these in my spare bathroom and shut the door so nobody walks across it, and then I will be right back. That way they can dry in peace while I work on the rest. Oh, that's what... Okay. So I just figured out why Biscuits was yelling at me. His teepee fell over and he wanted it righted. While this dries, let me get the glue that I want to do. I don't want to use glossy accents. What do I have? I have this. Dries clear. Ooh. Also squirts clear. Quit squirting. Needs to be stirred up. Where are my stir sticks? It's been a bit since I used this glue, so we'll just give it a quick stir. These are just coffee stirrers. They work great for just reaching down into little bottles and stuff and getting everything stirred back up. Okay. Alright, so let's put you in... Oh, that's not going to stick there. Alright, when I can't find my little thingy, it's in my tomato. Alright, so we're going to start with the H. Boy, that comes out fast. Okay. Just went and got one of my blocks to weight these down so they will not dry cockeyed. O is definitely faster. I don't do this often, but when I do, it always turns out so nice. I was doing this one time and I got my S. I got it all finished and realized I put my S on upside down on one of my letters. And I had to recut the entire thing. I was so mad at myself. If the sparkle is not dry by the time we need it, I'll put the heat gun to it. I'm gonna hold this one for a second because it was giving me some grief. It's just a baby wipe to kind of help keep the glue off my fingers. I remember thinking the first time I saw Jennifer McGuire do this, I was like, you know, she makes it look so easy. And I was actually scared to try it. You know what? It's not that hard. Just try it. I'm using the art glitter. I think I bought this at a scrapbooking convention or something. I'd never heard of it before. I'd only used liquid glass. And I needed to kind of up my adhesive game. Liquid glass is gorgeous adhesive, but sometimes it's not the adhesive for everything. So I needed to just experiment with different adhesives, and I picked this up because it was mainly used for stuff like this, stacking and flower making and that type of thing. So I thought, let me try it. Just hold it for a minute. Doesn't take a lot of glue, that's for certain. And you want to use wet glue because you want that little bit of wiggle room. You want to have just a minute to get everything straight. And lined up. And with score tape, you just don't get that. Once it's down with score tape, you're not moving it. Okay, so this is where I need to be careful of my S's, because I actually glued these the wrong direction the last time. You could stack these as high as you want, but I think right now 4 is plenty, because you got to remember the topper. hold this one for a minute. Okay, it looks like T's are going to give me the issue today. Last time I tried this, it was S's. Today it looks like it's going to be T's. I'm going to get this E done, and then I'm going to stop for a second and go check the other letters and wash my hands because I have glue on me all over. That might have been overkill. Don't know if I need that much glue on my E's. This is kind of reminiscent of when I worked in daycare and I had to make my own bulletin board stuff. Oh, that's just Kindle making recommendations. Okay, so wipe the lid, put the pen back in, and then I'm going to get another block real fast for those over there. So. Okay, so let me go check on the other letters real fast and wash my hands, and I will be right back. need to be careful doing this because the underside of this table is sheet metal, so it will get very hot. I just want to make sure that all of this is dry before we start mucking with it. Okay, let's give it a second to cool off. The other thing I'm going to really like about my table is it's going to have this large apron in front of it again, so that I can add hooks and hang my, I've got a heat gun that's just for drying things. It's not my Wagner heat gun, it's the little Ranger one, which is perfect for drying. It's not good for like embossing and stuff. My Wagner's the best for embossing, but it's really good for drying. So I keep that on the side of my table, easy access. Right next to the plug. And as you can see, it really just disturbs the kitties. Okie dokie. Okay, a little bit of the glitter is coming off, but it's dry. I need a baby wipe for my fingers. Went with black because if it happens to show on the sides, it will still be okay. It's not like I'm using lime green and then if it shows, you're like, ooh, that doesn't look good. And remember, there's a little bit of the Tombow on the bottom of these already. So that gives us just a tiny bit of help. And getting it adhered. So really all I'm doing is giving it a quick wiggle, making sure it's straight, holding it down for a moment. I'm just weighting them down just so I don't have to sit there and hold them the entire time. I can keep going. With the eye, I have to hold it for a second. It's not wanting to play correctly. So I give it a little love. Try my fingers real fast because I get a little glue on them. I have a really bad habit of wearing jeans when I scrapbook, and then I wipe everything on my jeans. And I have tried just sitting a little hand towel in my lap and trying to, wipe on that and use that, but it doesn't seem to ever work. In fact, I used to wear just nothing but scrubs to scrapbook in because everything washes out of scrubs. In fact, I will wear scrubs to retreats because A, they're super comfortable, but B, everything washes out of it. So ink, glue, food, everything, everything washes out of scrubs. And they're super comfortable, so they're kind of like wearing pajamas, but if you get like a black pair and pair it with whatever top you want, nobody knows you have scrubs on, which is the closest thing to pajamas and still not be wearing your pajamas in public. So, think about it. Scrubs go through so much in the hospital setting, but do you ever see a stained up pair of scrubs? Do you ever see a gnarly pair of scrubs? No, you don't. You see some gnarly white coats, but you never see a gnarly pair of scrubs. Because they're just however they're made. Nothing sticks to them. Everything comes right out of it. So, that is my garment of choice when I'm in at retreats or a lot of times when I'm here scrapbooking. I've got scrubs. I've actually turned them into shorts because the legs have worn out in them and you don't want to wear them in public. But I've got scrubs that I've had since 2001 that I still wear. And that's the other thing, like if you ever go swimming at the lake or you ever go camping or whatnot, you can take a pair of scrubs, turn them into shorts, and they dry super quickly. And they're a great pair of shorts to wear in the lake or camping or whatever, because you can get wet in them, you're still covered, and they dry really quickly. And so that's my tangent on my favorite scrapbooking attire. And then again, I normally wear black tops and stuff because it hides everything. So I can be a little piglet and nobody will be able to see. Okay, I'm going to do a dry fit on this one and make sure I've got it going the right direction. I do. So my daughter is making a custom painting for my birthday to go into my scrap room. It is going to match my scrap room. I finally was able to see it. She finally just went, you know what, it's not going to be done in time here. You want to see? Yes, please. So I was finally able to see it this past week, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So I've got to remember to leave a tiny bit of space for that canvas, because she put her heart and soul into it, and I want to display it in the fashion in which it deserves. Okay, this tea is a tiny bit wonky, but it'll be okay. It's fine. It's the under tees that are wonky, but it just looks like it's got a little shadowing. So, okay, let's try our cap. Put our glue back. Dry our fingers. Okay. But there's sit here. Do that for a second. I do not have. I do have tiny little score tape. Let's work on that. Yes, right there. Okay, so we can put tiny little score tape on here, and that'll help hold it down. Pardon me, excuse me. Okay. I love score tape. Love, love score tape. I have mine on my Amazon Prime with Subscribe and Save. It just shows up on my door every other month. I never have to worry about running out. As you can tell, I have a nice supply of it. And I love all the different widths of score tape. Because like this teeny weeny tiny one is perfect for these itty bitty letters. Alright, so we're almost done. So I'm going to finish doing the score tape really quickly and place these where I think they're going to go, and then we can place them down. And then I can do the pretties. Like I said, I didn't think I was going to get to all three layouts today. That's fine. I can go ahead and look up the sketches, and I can set these aside for the next time we do the next couple of lives. The lives for the next couple of weeks are going to be a little bit sporadic because of the appointments that I have. And then I'm also going to make a quick road trip with my mother-in-law to Florida to check on the grandparents. We need to make a run down there, make sure everybody's okay, kind of visit with them for a little bit because they get lonely and neither one of us want to fly. So we're just going to run down there real fast in my truck, do a little long weekend of it, and then I will be back sometime after the 13th. So I leave on the 6th, and I'll be back sometime after the 13th. So and we're going to go a little bit more north because of all the tropical storms. We're not going to go like we would normally drive down because we don't feel like swimming. So, and if I can, if my sister happens to be watching, if I can, I'm going to try and stop and see her. Oh crap, but I'm not sure of timeline. Oops, wrong way, okay. I'm not sure of timeline because we do have to pick up somebody at the airport. And how fast we get down there. So, if I can stop and see her, I will be stopping to see my sister, maybe possibly having a meal. But if I can't, it's probably not going to be my only trip to check on the grandparents. Okay, we're just about done with this. I know my niece watches this channel. I don't know if my sister is going to be watching this channel, but I will try my darndest to be able to stop and see you. A lot of it depends on weather and drive time and how fast we can actually drive. I don't know how fast we're going to be able to drive. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this down where I think it's going to go. Alrighty, that was a bit weird. Evidently I got my pieces of paper mixed up. Alright, so we'll do the pretties in a second. So H O N O. Stop sticking to my finger. Ooh, I wonder if I can get that bird on. needs to be needs to be a cluster right there because all this is all here. So where's the I like that. Okay. I like that a lot. Okay, so let's get our clusters down really quickly and then we can do everything else. Because I'm afraid if I don't get the clusters down, I'm going to jostle them and never get them back in the same spot. It's coming along, isn't it? Like I said, I do apologize for the glare that's right here. I prefer getting my pictures in a matte finish, but I have not had that option lately, and I do not know why. But when I can get them in a matte finish, I do. So that's there. That's already down. Okay. You up. You up. You up. Scoot you over. Almost done, guys. Thank you so much for hanging in with me today. I realize this has been a very long stream compared to what I'm used to doing. But, you know, sometimes you get in a groove and you just want to get it done. And that's where I am today. So thank you so much for sticking with me. These letters almost have a leather look to them. So I'm glad I took the time to do it this way. Now in the future I may want to have some pre-planning and do the letters off streaming. I don't know how much you guys really enjoyed seeing this portion of it, but I enjoyed doing it. Hoping these letters are going on straight. They're probably going on crooked, but oh well. Ooh, what time is it? Ooh, I need to go take the sausage out of the freezer. Oopsie. I did not realize it was so late. Oh well, we're just about finished. It'll have plenty of time to defrost. It's okay. Alrighty, just about finished. Let me just get these last couple of letters put down. And as you can see, darkening it up really made the letters stand out. If I'd have left them alone, they would have just sunk into the background, never to be seen again. So for me, it was the correct choice to go ahead and take the time, darken them up, make them stand up a little bit, make them, you know, a little shadowy, so that they will show up on the layout. Okay, so I'm going to scoot this hopefully so you can see. So here's the layout together, side by side. This photograph isn't supposed to be here. That is totally okay. I'm good with it. I wanted a 4x4 here because I needed, this has some extra elements in the photograph that I wanted on the layout. So I'm going to raise this up. This is page 2. You can see, like I said, I wanted this guy to be enclosed because this ticket is not acid free. So I wanted him to be enclosed because he will eventually fade, unfortunately. And if you look, you can kind of see they're popped up a little bit, so they have some dimension. They also, I don't know if you can see the shine on the letters, but there is just a tiny bit of shine to them. And then here they are, side by side, as close as I can get. Okay. What a marathon. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you for playing with me today. I appreciate you. And I know that you have a choice of who you watch, and I know you have a choice of how you spend your time. And I am very, very thankful that you choose to spend a little bit of your day, or in this case, a lot of your day, with me. Until next time, bye-bye. Thank you so much.